How many times have you Googled how to lose weight, weight loss tips? That could actually be how you ended up talking with me today. This is dieting season. It begins as soon, you know what, honestly, all year is dieting season. But right now with Thanksgiving and Christmas and the New Year's resolutions looming just on the other side, it is rampant. Everybody is talking about the latest, greatest thing. So you may say, well, Dr. Carey, what is your number one weight loss tip? Here it is. Are you ready? Grab a pen and paper. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Now, before you just shut me off, please listen to why I say this is my number one weight loss tip. The best predictor for future weight gain is if you're trying to lose weight right now. Let me say that again. Trying to lose weight virtually guarantees future weight gain. That means that 95% of people who resolute to lose weight, whether it's New Year's or whether it's bikini season or that holiday or family reunion, anytime someone makes a choice, decision, right now I'm going to lose weight, they are virtually writing it in stone that they will be the same weight, if not more, in the next 5 years. Now, I know you are not looking for temporary weight loss. You're not looking to lose a few pounds for just right now. You would like to lose it forever. Here's a disturbing fact, and as a doctor, it just drives me mental. We would never, ever prescribe a remedy or an intervention with this kind of failure rate. There is not one weight loss program out there that has any kind of success. That means it can take someone from fat and make them not fat. Yes, you heard me. It cannot take you into a normal BMI and keep you there. I know, downer, Debbie Downer, that would be me right now. I'm so sorry to be the one to share this with you because of course you're going to see all the commercials out there and they're going to tell you that now is the time to get your body back and get your confidence and be happy. Because isn't that what they keep telling us? If we want to be happy, if we want to be confident, if we want to be our best selves, we need to lose weight. Now, that's not enough though, right? They're going to add the health stuff to that. So they're then going to scare the crap out of us with all these doom and gloom things. We are living in a world where we're one bite away from death and disease. There's the don't eat sugar, the don't eat fat, the low carb, low paleo, vegan, you name it. There are a million ways that you could eat. You want to know what's really funny about that too? I'm a geek, if you haven't figured that out yet. I can find you research to support any kind of diet that you would like to eat. I can also find you research that says that that kind of dieting is the worst thing you can do for your health. So what are you supposed to do? You go on Google and you get black, white, red, green, you get all these different options and all of them sound really scientific and really amazing and none of them tell you this simple truth. Trying to lose weight leads to more weight gain. So what are you going to do now? Well, I did create a little download that you can link. There's a link in the bottom here about how to ditch dieting without getting fat. What the Diet Rebellion is about creating health. And ultimately, isn't that what you're really after? I mean, if it is vanity and that's truly what you're for, then I might not be the right person for you to be listening to. But if you would like to actually strive towards having better fitness so that you can keep up with your kids or retire and climb mountains, maybe you're somebody who would like to actually, I don't know, go to a dinner at a restaurant and order what you'd actually like. When was the last time you did that? I remember for so many years I would order what everyone else was ordering. If they were all having a salad, it didn't matter if I wanted a burger, I was going to have a salad. And if they were all being bad and they were going to get the burger, well then, even if I wanted a salad, I was going to be bad with them. It was this ridiculous, I don't know, place of not trusting my own body, and that's what diets do, right? They give you the set of rules and take you away from your own cues. They tell you when to be hungry, when to be full. They tell you what should you be eating and what you should not be eating. And at the end of the day, all of it is this whole cycle that's rigged to fail, which is the dieting thing, which is the weight loss thing, which is you follow their rules to try and lose weight, the tension breaks, slingshot back, you're fatter. It's not what you're trying to do. What you're trying to do is create a healthy relationship with food, create a healthy relationship with your body, and get as healthy as you possibly can be. Well, there's lots of ways that you can do that. First and foremost, step one is you have to ditch this dieting mentality. This world is not what it's made out to be. It's a house of mirrors. So pick up a rock and throw it and smash those mirrors up and see the world for what it is. It's a bunch of delusional people taking your money. And they've been doing it since we were little girls. They've been telling us we're not good enough and we need to look a certain way and be a certain way to fit in and be part of the cool kids. So step one is taking your power back and not falling into that trap. Well, then you're left in this abyss because you've been dieting your whole life, right? Like every other woman who is frantically staying up in the middle of the night, Googling every weight loss possibility under the sun. So if you're not going to do that, you're going to need to find option B, which is, in my humble opinion, intuitive eating. Now, if you haven't done any kind of intuitive eating, I strongly suggest, once you're done with the video, do some Googling on intuitive eating. There's a wonderful community. There's some really great people like me, other dietitians who are teaching people how to do this. The coolest part, and this is what I love, there are over 75 studies with intuitive eating right now. And do you know what they all show? People are not gaining weight. They're abandoning the food rules and they're not getting fat. One of the biggest misconceptions of this whole intuitive eating is, I'm just going to say screw it and eat donuts the size of my head every day and I'm going to binge and eat what I want, and it's a big F you to the industry, which, hey, I called it the diet rebellion for a reason. I want you to rebel against the dieting world, but not at the expense of your health. And that's the part that just eats me up. It chews me up when I see these people on Instagram and YouTube and video everywhere, and they're just, I don't know, having food parties, and it's so disrespectful to their body. Now look, if you would like to eat a donut, please by all means sit down and eat a donut. It can be the size of your head. But if you get a quarter of the way through that donut and you feel full, the respectful, kind thing to do is to stop eating the donut. You don't need to eat the donut to have a rebellion against these crazy people trying to tell us that we're supposed to color in the circles. You can have it all, and it's an amazing feeling. So I'm going to leave you with 2 tips, maybe 3. The first one is take a minute before you're about to eat anything and just take a deep breath. I call it the power of the pause. When you pause, you have choice. It's in that single moment of just, you close your eyes and take a deep breath. What do I want? Now, if your body is asking for something warm and soothing and comforting, a salad is probably not your best option. And likewise, if you're looking for something fresh and crisp, well then, that burger or that soup just might not cut it. Wherever possible, take that moment and then choose whatever it is that your body would like. On that note, how distracted is your eating? I mean, we all understand the dangers of distracted driving, right? We get that distracted driving leads to all kinds of accidents because people aren't paying attention, because our minds don't work that way. You can't actually have 2 simultaneous thoughts, not to focus on. I know you're thinking, Carrie, I have a million thoughts all the time. Well, so do I. My brain, it's good. It's busy in there. But I can't actually think purposely and intentionally about speaking to you and make my grocery list at the same time. I can't. So when I'm eating, I do my very best to pay attention to the food that's in front of me, because then I can taste it. I can feel how does it play with all of my taste buds? How does it satisfy? Is it incredibly amazing, or is it sort of meh? So that's number 2. Focus wherever possible on eating. This is a big, challenging one for most of the women I work with, so you're not alone in that. couple of the tips that have worked is if you cannot leave your desk to go and eat, you know those pretty scarves that we wear? Take one of those with you and put it over your computer screen. It at least distracts from some of the bits that are popping up. There's notifications for everything on computer screens. If you have a laptop, shut it down. Turn on some music, just sit and be with your food. You can still eat in 3 minutes if you need to do that. How about in the morning? You can take a quick, I actually timed myself because this was something I had a time story, but I don't have time to eat in the morning. So I actually sat and timed myself, and it actually took me 3.5 minutes to eat my breakfast. Okay, it takes longer to go through a drive-through than 3.5 minutes, at least where I live. So it was actually better for me to just sit down and eat for the 3.5 minutes. So do your very best to focus on what it is you're eating. Tip number 3, please shut down all of these messaging that you're getting. You know, in your news feed, in your inbox, if you are getting messages and ads from people that are telling you that they have the magic thing, that they have that thing. I was watching TV with my husband the other night, a football game, and guess what? There's this magical pill. And I just start ranting and yelling at the TV, which always entertains my husband anyways. But I get mad because I don't understand why they're allowed to put that crap on TV. They are lying. Jenny Craig recently published these amazing statistics of how successful their diet plan was. And it's all a bunch of lies. The only way that they had success is if they did it for free. Well, they offered it to you for free? No, because you have to pay for it. The study, they all got it for free. When you remove that free bit, they have the same dropout rate as every other diet program. And the reason people drop out is because the food isn't satisfying, it's not within what you would choose, and it's not sustainable in the long term. You can't eat that way forever and ever. So what happens? You stop following the plan, and then you feel guilty because you couldn't stick with it, and then you comfort eat, and then you gain more weight, and then you end up Googling weight loss tips again. Do you see how the cycle goes? The best way to break that is to stop dieting. Stop, please. Your health will be better for it. Your confidence will be better for it. And you are finally going to experience the freedom to live your life fully and completely. No more waiting. That's pretty cool, right? Okay, so like I said before, there is a link down below about how to ditch dieting without getting fat. Click on that right now, download that, start consuming some content that's actually going to get you closer to where you want to be. And I thank you so much for spending time with me today. We'll see you next time.